At the beginning of the story, we meet a 35-year-old woman named Maddie. Her life is in complete turmoil. Years ago, her mother had taken a loan to buy a house, but now she is gone, and Maddie's father lives separately. The heavy burden of repaying the loan has now fallen on Maddie's shoulders. To survive, she drives at night as an Uber driver and works part-time in a bar during the day. But fate doesn't stop testing her. One morning, a government officer comes to her house to repossess her car because she failed to pay the recent installment. Shockingly, the officer turns out to be her ex-boyfriend. Desperate to keep her car, Maddie tries to convince him, even seducing him, by saying she still likes him. But everything shatters when he notices a man stepping out of her house, the man she had spent the previous night with. Enraged, he drives away with her car, leaving Maddie devastated. That night, while working at the bar with her best friend and her friend's husband, Maddie shares her pain. She explains how losing the car means she can no longer work nights and won't be able to save her house from foreclosure. Her best friend then shows her an unusual job listing. A wealthy couple is looking for a beautiful young woman to date their only 18-year-old son in exchange for a luxury car. The couple wants their son Percy to gain confidence before leaving for Princeton University. He's painfully shy, socially awkward, with no experience in relationships, parties, or even drinking. They believe if he doesn't break out of his shell now, his personal life will be ruined forever. Although they're searching for someone between 20 to 25 years old, Maddie, despite being 35, decides to take the risk, because saving her house is all that matters. The next day, Maddie goes to their lavish mansion. She meets Percy's parents, who explain the deal clearly. She must pretend to be Percy's girlfriend, boost his confidence, and even get physically intimate with him. But Percy should never know about the arrangement. Maddie assures them she is perfect for the job. Soon after, Maddie approaches Percy at the animal shelter where he volunteers. She pretends she wants to adopt a dog and uses it as a way to flirt with him. Nervous and confused, Percy tries to avoid her, but Maddie cleverly insists on giving him a ride home. When he refuses and tries to leave with his bicycle, she throws his bike into her van, leaving him no choice. Percy, terrified, thinks she's kidnapping him. When Maddie drives toward her own house instead of his, he panics and sprays pepper spray in her face. Screaming in pain, Maddie begs him to stop, saying she just wanted to go on a date. Seeing her honesty, Percy softens, brings her water, and slowly agrees to spend time with her. That night, Maddie takes Percy to a bar. But when he shows up in shorts, everyone laughs at him. Things get worse when Maddie's ex appears, and cruelly warns Percy to stay away from her. To calm him down, Maddie takes Percy to the beach. There, she playfully strips down and runs into the ocean, daring Percy to do the same. Hesitant at first, Percy finally gathers courage and joins her. Just as sparks begin to fly between them, a group of drunk teenagers steal their clothes and belongings. Maddie, fiercely protective, charges out of the water naked and fights them off, forcing them to return everything. Percy is stunned by her wild violent side, but he also begins to admire her fearlessness. Slowly, the bond between Maddie and Percy deepens. She teaches him how to loosen up, live life, and believe in himself. They spend time together, playing games, laughing, and opening up about their scars. Maddie learns about the bullying Percy endured and why he hides from the world. Percy learns about Maddie's struggles and begins to see the woman behind the facade. One evening, Maddie takes Percy to a fancy restaurant. At her encouragement, he plays the piano, leaving everyone amazed. For the first time, Percy feels proud of himself. But when one of his old classmates invites him to a wild bachelor party, Maddie feels jealous. Soon after, she admits she might leave town soon, which upsets Percy deeply. He storms out and heads straight to the party, with Maddie chasing after him. At the party, young people mock Maddie, calling her auntie. Hurt but determined, she searches for Percy and finds him in a room with another girl. Though nothing happened between them, Percy had drunk too much and fallen ill. Maddie helps him, but his parents, who show up, angrily ask her to leave. Later, in a drunken state, Percy confesses to Maddie that he loves her and is ready to be intimate. But Maddie refuses, realizing it would be wrong to take advantage of him in that condition. By the next morning, Percy has changed. He is more confident and tells his parents he no longer wants to attend Princeton, because he has Maddie. Shocked, his parents secretly call Maddie, thank her for her role, and tell her the job is done. They offer her the promised luxury car. But tragedy strikes. While driving, Percy overhears their call through the car's Bluetooth. He learns the truth, that Maddie was hired to seduce him. Heartbroken and betrayed, Percy feels his entire world crumble. The next day, Percy pretends to invite Maddie for lunch with his parents. But instead he exposes her by acting cold and distant. Later he even wrecks the car Maddie was promised, crashing it into a tree to show her how much her betrayal hurt him. Maddie tries to explain that at first it was about the deal, but later her feelings became real. But Percy, shattered, refuses to believe her. From that moment Percy isolates himself again, refusing Maddie's calls and texts. Meanwhile, Maddie repairs the car, pays off her loan, and even sells her house cheaply to her best friend, who is expecting a child. Deciding she has no reason to stay, Maddie prepares to move to California. But before leaving, she visits Percy one last time. Though he initially refuses to talk, Maddie pours her heart out, apologizing sincerely. Percy finally forgives her, realizing that despite the betrayal, she did change his life for the better. He decides to go to Princeton, after all, ready to face the world. On the day he leaves, Maddie picks him up and drives him to the university. Their goodbye is filled with unspoken emotions, pain, affection, and bittersweet hope. The story ends with Maddie heading toward California to start over, while Percy steps into his new life at Princeton, forever changed by the strange, messy, but unforgettable relationship they shared. And that was the unforgettable story of Maddie and Percy, a tale of love, betrayal, and redemption. If you were in Maddie's place, would you have accepted such an offer? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more emotional and suspenseful stories. Until next time, take care and stay inspired.